Hello everybody, Brian here. Yeah, back this week, and happy Friday to everybody, depending on what part of the world you're living in. I did a stream on Wednesday called Dreaming and Dream Channeling. Now, I just want to give you just a kind of an idea of the difference between dreaming and dream channeling. Okay, it may sound a little weird and that, but first of all, you know how when you're regular dreaming, you dream all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, one thing you gotta keep in mind is when you're dreaming, your conscious mind is closed, it's resting. Okay, your subconscious mind, on the other hand, is wide open. Okay, well, kind of consider your subconscious mind as a kind of a storage area or a huge file cabinet filled with all kinds of information, like memories and stuff like that. Throughout your life, and usually it's the most recent stuff that comes forward. In the last 20 or 30 years, well, roughly, and that. So when you're dreaming, naturally you dream about stuff that you've done in the past. Like for me, I used to dream about stuff that I experienced 20 and 30 years ago. And it's interesting, but I figured, the funny part is that once you wake up, you only remember about 10% of it, maybe 15% of it, and that's it. Okay, all the rest of it you don't remember. Okay, which is kind of weird, but that's fine too, because it's just your subconscious having a little bit of fun. Okay, coming forward and stuff, and that. But when it comes to dream channeling, on the other hand, see, that's something else too that people doing that sometimes get confused is when they're dream channeling. Basically, you're dreaming, but at the same time, you're interacting with loved ones, and for a lot of people, it's hard to tell, what's real, what's part of your imagination. It can get quite confusing, not really having an understanding of, did I just dream that, or did it actually happen? I get a lot of that. And that, you see, when you're doing channeling and that, sure, you're unconscious and that, but at the same time, your subconscious is wide open to spirit, and that's when a connection can be made between yourself and a loved one, or a close friend, or what have you, and I've had a lot of people say, oh, I dreamt about my uncle last night and I had to talk with him and, but he's dead. How can that be? And I said, very simple. I said, it's easy for spirit people. Hey, Agatha, hey, cutie. And it's very, it's quite easy for spirit people to connect with us that way. Because our conscious mind is shut down, it's resting, so there's no distractions, or there's very little distractions. So it's easy for them to connect with us. So because of that, it's easy for them, but it's confusing for us, because we're not really used to connecting with loved ones through dream, Well, basically, the way the communication works, okay, is they have to use certain tools, they have to use certain methods so that we can understand it, but they also have to find ways of communicating with us through dream channeling, and so that we can understand it, or something that we can remember. Okay, because don't forget that that for people that do dream channeling, once you wake up, a huge majority of what you dreamt, you remember. Okay? Only maybe 10% of it or something like that, maybe 20% of it, you've forgotten. But 80% of it, you do remember. And that's why I've encouraged so many people that if you were dreaming and you're actually communicating with or speaking with a loved one, and that as soon as you wake up, get a piece of paper and a pen and record what was said. Hey, Jane! And then record everything that was said. Record where you were. And then if you see stuff in the background, record what you saw. Okay? Because a lot of the stuff that you see and that is either a memory or it could be symbolic. And a lot of times it's symbolic. You know, like, let's say if you're in a forest with a loved one, okay, well, that could be symbolic, and that for, for the love of nature. It could be for a new beginning. You know, it could mean quite a few different things, and that. Or let's say if you were in a place that is absolutely like a, well, I hate to say this, a place that just got bombed, a war-torn place. Okay, well, that could be a symbol of hard times. Okay, or what have you. So basically, the stuff you see, the stuff you see is usually symbolic, and sometimes the loved one or the friend doesn't speak at all, and then what they do is they show you images. Okay, and even the images that are shown to you, they're symbolic. Okay, so everything that they say, everything that they show you, okay, make a record of it, write it down. And then what I would recommend you to do is to go to someone that does dream interpretations. Okay, well, in the group that I'm part of, SWYPT, which is Southwest Yorkshire Paranormal Team. Okay, well, we have, I believe, 1 or 2 people that they do dream interpretations. Okay, I know one is Shell Ewells, our head admin. And that she does dream interpretations, and even I've got a book on dream interpretations. I'll show it to you. I don't know if I can try and show it to you. See? I'm not sure if it's going to be backwards for you or not, but see how thick it is? Over 10,000 dream interpretations, and just about everything in this book, and that is a description of the dream, but it's symbolic. Okay? So for those who are experiencing these kind of unusual dreams, you know, when speaking to loved ones or what have you, and that either try to get hold of a book on dream. It's backwards, okay, and I wasn't sure or not. Yeah, it's 10,000 Dreams Interpreted, isn't that? It's the title of the book. Yeah, thanks, Jane. I wasn't sure if you could see it or not. You know, if it was forwards or backwards or what have you, and that. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it's called, and that. But for people that can actually do dream interpretations, and you know, the people that do that instead of using the book, you go to the person, and that, yeah, I would recommend you to do that, because, see, a lot of people, they always get the two confused, you know, between dreaming and dream channeling, and that they don't know, well, did I just dream that? I just dreamt of my grandfather, he spoke to me. Is my imagination going squirrely, or did he actually speak to me? Okay, well, if you can remember what he said, where you were, and that even how old he appeared, if you remember all that, there's a very, very good chance that you actually had a link with spirit. Okay? And if that's the case, make record of it. Make a journal of it. And that, because usually when Spirit does that for us, okay, there's usually a message behind it. Whether it's given to you verbally, or whether it's given you in symbolisms, symbolic, and then there's always a message behind it. And that whether it's an important message or just a message saying that they remember us, they still love us, they still care for us, giving us advice, sometimes giving us warnings if we're about to do something that's not good, or what have you. And that, it's like to me, if I was to read through that book, holy crap, I think I'd go squirrely because a lot of it's really, to me, I find it a little bit confusing. And that's the reason why I don't do dream interpretations and because I don't feel that's my calling to do that, but I do this instead. I just share with you of what I know, but yeah, like I said, for those who have had that experience of speaking to loved ones, speaking to friends, in dream, okay, I would make record of everything you experienced, and then share it with a dream interpreter. And usually there's a message behind it. You get the message, and also because there's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, that whenever you're visited by Spirit, it's always in the back. It's never in front, because it's your subconscious. Hey, I'm new. Hey, welcome. Have my coffee. Keep me awake. Hey, back at 363. Hello. And that's so. And for everybody that's in chat, if you want to, if you want me to give you a quick shout out, let me know where you're from, what country, what state, what province, and I'll give you a quick shout out. And that myself, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and my Jane in chat, and that lovely lady is from the UK, and that she in our group, she's known as the photo lady, and that she can get hold and she can take a screenshot of a location that the team's at, and she can find faces, she can find stuff on the photos so quickly, and she amazes me, she amazes Derek, our head guy, and yep, Jane's absolutely amazing, and I feel blessed to know her, and I video called her quite a few times, and lovely lady. No problem. Hey, I tell it as it is. My boy slapped me in the face the other day, and now what do? Ask. Okay, now this is not really related to the stream, but I would say to your boyfriend, okay, stay well. Yeah, and I'd say to your boyfriend, get your priorities straight. And because after all, if he hits you, he has no right to hit you. Okay, that's brutality. Okay, so tell him that, I tell you what, get him to, this, a lot of men don't like doing this. Okay, well, get him to get down on one knee and say, please, and tell him to say, please forgive me. And perhaps one more time, hit the road, Jack. But I'll get him to humbly apologize. And if he says no, hit the road, Jack. Because it means that whatever he says is not sincere. Because he has no right to use any kind of violence. And that's the reason why I've been married as of May of this year, I've been married 29 years. And I personally don't believe in any kind of violence. So when guys hit girls, that makes me feel sick. Like that guy, I would say personally, I would say the guy is a bit immature to hit you. So anyway, tell him to apologize sincerely. Okay, try that. And so, exactly. If he does it again, he's gone. He's not worthy of you. Because there's other ways for him to point across without physical contact like that. And that is called talking it out, communication. Unfortunately, sometimes that escalates to yelling, which is also sickening. But anyway, so myself, I've never dreamed. Well, actually, hold on a second. I think I have dream channeled once. I think it was no, sorry, I take that back. A few times I have dream channeled my dad. A few times, but it's very brief. I think it was just kind of a I'm around kind of thing. But that's about it. Like whenever I channel spirit, it's always, when I'm fully alert. But I'm always open to spirit anyway. So okay, so anyone want a quick shout out before I end the stream? I know dear Jane is in the United Kingdom, which someday I swear I've got to visit. Because I'm part Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. So I got deep roots in that part of the world. And also Germany. But I prefer the UK. Because to me it's a beautiful country. I got to visit someday. And if I ever do go over, I got quite a few people on my list to visit. And Jane will be one of them. Along with the Greens. And that. So, anyway, what I'll be doing is I'll post this video, or this live stream, and that on my YouTube channel, eventually. And so I have to go do some shopping after do my live stream. And take it from there. So, just let everybody know that I do live streams on Wednesdays on StreamYard on Facebook, and on Fridays right here on TikTok. And that. Oh, and just as a reminder, okay, that with my TikTok account, okay, my direct messaging, okay, for some unknown reason, has been disabled. TikTok disabled that on me. I've asked them why they did that. I've contacted them close to 20 or 30 times, no response. So I disabled it myself because even when I did have it, I never used it anyway. And that so direct messaging, don't use it because I don't have it. And that so what I do is once I upload this live stream onto my YouTube channel, you can go to my YouTube channel and leave all kinds of comments, or the pre-recorded ones that I usually do during the week, and that. You can use how where it shows a heart and then the comments below, use that. And so, and also on my pre-recorded videos, I include my email address, okay, which is mentioned in the videos, but it's empathmedium2019@gmail.com. Okay, so instead of using direct messaging, which doesn't work, and that, either use my YouTube channel in the comments, or in the pre-recorded videos that I have, use the comments. And then, or if you want to contact me directly, and that for anything, and that, email me. Okay, but the topics must be the paranormal, spiritual issues, or mediumship, or empath stuff, or anything that has to do with connecting with spirit. Okay, if it's dating, romance stuff, I won't even respond. I'll just delete it. And if it's anything stupid and offensive, don't even think about it. And that, because I try to keep all the emails that I get positive. And that, just like the questions and answers part of my account here. And that, I've seen a lot of very positive questions, but I've seen a few that are either really negative or really stupid. And that, and people are all constantly asking me how old I am I married, blah, blah, blah. And that's my own personal life. Okay, but if you actually need to know, okay, next month I'll be 59. And that this year I've been married 29 years. Okay, and I'm in Canada. Okay, so for those who really want to know that information, there you go. So, anyway, I better get going, lovely people. Thank you so much for joining me again. Jane, bless you. Everybody else in chat, thank you for joining me. You've been absolutely amazing. And I'm not sure if Derek will be going on tonight. He probably will be. So I hope I'll get back in time, for that. And that's so. Oh, and because next week, I think it's on Wednesday, because I've got a doctor's appointment, and that I might bump the day that I do my stream either to Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, it's going to be moved because my wife has a doctor's appointment, but we have quite a bit of traveling to do, so I'm not going to really have time. Okay, so the stream will either be on Tuesday or on Thursday. Okay. Oh, it's a doll thing? Sweet. All right. Look forward to that. So, anyway, people, God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. And like I said, if you want to contact me, I've given you the tools to do so. So, again, it's empathmedium2019@gmail.com is my email. Or, once I upload this video onto my YouTube channel, you can use the comments there. Or if you watch one of my pre-recorded videos on my TikTok account, and that where the heart-shaped like thing is, the comment right below, use that. And that, if you want to contact me about anything that's either related to either the paranormal, spiritual issues, or mediumship, and that, or if you're an empath or a sensitive or an intuitive, go for it. Okay, and I'll do my very best. Okay, so anyway, God bless everybody, and I'll see you next week. Okay, toodaloo. Love and light.